Hello everyone, in this video I will be discussing about events. Events are actions that user performs which trigger Excel VBA to execute the code. Now in VBA console, go to worksheet and in worksheet select the change event. So if anything is changing in worksheet 1, then the code inside worksheet change subroutine will get executed. Now, change event is having one parameter target, which is defined as range. Now, let me take an example whose objective is in the list of numbers that I will provide to target range. If number exceeds 50, then it should color that number to red, else it should keep it black. Now, the code for that I have written. I will just copy this code and paste it inside worksheet change subroutine, and I will put a breakpoint over here. Now let me make some changes in worksheet 1. So let me enter 28 number, and the code inside worksheet change subroutine started executing. Let me press F8 to run this code line by line. So first I am setting the target range as A1 to A10. Now in target range I am checking each cell. If the cell value is empty, then it will do nothing. Else it will check for the number that is there in cell. If the number is greater than 50, then it will change the color of number to red, or else it will make it black. So it will keep on checking for all 10 cells. Let me press F5. Now let me enter number 89 and let me press F8. So first it will check for A1 cell and then it will check for A2 cell, and it is coloring 89 to red. It will keep on going for 10 cells. Now, in certain scenario, we would be having a set of data and we wish to highlight some of the entries in that data by double clicking. Then, in such scenario, we can use before double click event in worksheet. So, let me first remove this code. Let me delete all these numbers and let me make black. Now in worksheet, before double click event, if I double click on any cell in worksheet, then code inside worksheet double click subroutine will get executed. So let me put the code inside double click subroutine. So the code inside that is this, and there is one other subroutine which will give the random number to the range starting from A1 to F6. So the subroutine for that I have written, and I will just copy this subroutine and paste it and paste it. So now let me run this code. So first trial subroutine will run. Now let me put the breakpoint in before double click subroutine. So let me double click on any number in this range. So I am double clicking on C4 cell and the code inside double click start executing. Now the first line in the code is changing the interior color of the cell to yellow, and then it is changing the font color to red. Now this code is cancelling the default function of double click in Excel, and done. So let me just go in worksheet 1 and show you. If I double click on this, it will execute the code inside double click event and it will color. Let me erase this breakpoint, and so if I double click on any cell, it will highlight that cell. Now, if we want to highlight rows and columns of the active cell, then we can use select change event, and in that we can write the code. So for that, let me first remove this code, and in worksheet selection change event is there, and I will just copy the code that I have written for highlighting the rows and column of the active cell and paste it inside the subroutine. Now let me put the breakpoint, and let me select any cell in sheet 1. So I am selecting this cell. So the code inside selection change subroutine started executing. Now let me press F8 and run this code line by line. First, I am making the interior color of all the cells in sheet 1 0. So there is no interior color. Now I am getting the row number for the active cell, and then I am getting the column number for the active cell. Now this for loop is coloring all the rows for the particular column. So all the rows for the particular column is getting colored and over. And this code is coloring all the colors of the particular row. So all the rows are getting colored and the subroutine is complete. So in this video, I have discussed events and how we can use it to perform some action. Thank you.